Hey guys, Jamie here. Welcome to another gameplay vlog. I really need to talk about WWE right now because it's been really good the last 2 weeks. Well, the last week. See, NXT 2.0 has been hasn't really changed much. There hasn't been many changes. And there's for all the people on Twitter that just expected WWE to just immediately change, just get rid of everything and just repackage everything, just because Triple H took over. What, you actually expected them to just change the entire SummerSlam card just because Vince isn't in charge? I mean, you can't just get rid of an entire pay-per-view like a week. You can't just change an entire pay-per-view 7 days before. Anyway, the Raw before, all I remember was Ray, his 20th anniversary celebration. He got attacked by the Judgment Day, who are, by the way, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. They actually lost. I think Ray and Dominic actually beat them in a tag team match, which the crowd were really into, because I know people are annoyed that the Judgment Day lost, but it was Ray's 20th anniversary. I mean, of course he was going to win it. How did I not get the boost there? Oh, well, I got a boost here, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, the drifting, if you do this 3 times, you get like a really big boost, which is actually... Why can I not shoot these backwards? Like, seriously. But yeah, Ray and Dominic actually beat them in a tag team match, and then afterwards they were at like an after party or something. Ray's daughter Aaliyah actually gave him his Halloween Havoc 97 gear as like a present, I guess. Which is kind of weird because I could swear Ray probably had that in his collection. I don't know how Aaliyah got it or found it, or did she sneak into... Oh god. Like, those things... Yeah, that's the annoying thing about this game. You get hit once and you get thrown back like 3 places. It's kind of annoying. Get out of here. You think you're hitting me, man? Nah. But yeah, and then they attacked him at the after party, put him through a table, and then that set up the match at SummerSlam. And SummerSlam, by the way, was like probably my favourite pay-per-view of the whole year. Literally, it was so good. First up, Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch had a really good title match. I think Becky's injured. She actually, at some point, I'm not sure where, I think she might have injured her shoulder, like dislocated her shoulder, I think, or something. Which I don't really know how she managed to do that. Maybe she landed awkwardly at some point. I think there's some point where in the match where she landed a bit awkwardly on her shoulder. Like, I think Bianca just dropped her to the ground, and I think that's probably where it happened. Like, she landed a bit awkwardly on her shoulder. But then the match itself was good. Bianca won, obviously, you know, because she lost last year in kind of stupid circumstances, which I also saw live, and that didn't really annoy me. I was just left kind of confused when I saw that live at SummerSlam 2021. Becky coming back to just take the title off Bianca in like 26 seconds, literally, like not even 30 seconds. And then this year they had like a good like 15-20 minute match, which Bianca won, and then Bayley surprisingly showed up after it, which I was kind of like, we kind of knew Bayley was going to show up, because like the last time we saw her was like before the like right at the end of the Thunderdome era. Like, she actually got injured like right at the end of the Thunderdome era, like before we went back on the road. Yeah, before they went back on the road. She got injured like right then, and we hadn't seen her for like nearly like over a year, I think. But then that wasn't the surprising thing. The surprising thing, apart from me winning, which I never do on this game, which... Yes! Anyway, the surprising thing, which I literally was not expecting at all, was Dakota Kai and Io Shirai showed up. Which literally, I was like, I watched that live. I was not expecting that at all. I couldn't really scream and go nuts because, you know, over here it's like, you know, people are over here. We're like 5 hours ahead. It's like 1:30 a.m. at this point. I can't really scream or go nuts. I just have to sit there in shock, because like I can't scream and yell at 1 a.m. in the morning because I don't want to wake up all the neighbors. Yeah, that was really good. And then that literally was like not expected. I literally was not expecting that at all. So yeah, that was a good start to SummerSlam, and then Becky turned face as well. So yeah, it's good that we have a new heel faction which Vince apparently turned down because, well, Vince. Like, I love Vince, but seriously, he can be kind of stupid sometimes. Like, he's done a good job since the pandemic started. Like, since 2019, they've been solid. Like, they haven't really had anything truly awful in the last few years. Apart from Theory winning Money in the Bank, which wasn't awful. That was just kind of dumb more than anything. Like, he wasn't even, like, Theory wasn't even in Money in the Bank, and then you just throw him in at the last minute and have him win the match. Like, really? Like, you built the entire match up as, like, Seth Rollins, Riddle, and whoever else was in it that could win it, and then you just throw Austin Theory in at the last minute and just have him win it. Just kind of stupid. And then since Triple H came in, Theory's done literally nothing. He's like been like 0. He's like 0-8 since like Triple H came in. Like I don't think he's won a single match since Triple H took over. This is just kind of funny. Like he's like 0-8 since he won Money in the Bank, which was like. I don't know if I can take this shortcut, can I? Oh, I can. I don't mind Poppy's Pyramid. And yet, there was also like Pat McAfee against Baron Corbin, which honestly I wasn't really looking forward to. I don't like Baron Corbin very much. Like, he's good, he's a good heel, but I just don't really like him. There was AJ Styles versus AJ Styles didn't have to have a match. He just showed up to randomly attack Tommaso Ciampa during The Miz versus Logan Paul. Yeah, I had to sit through a match with Logan Paul. Look, okay, I will give Logan Paul the match at SummerSlam, right? I'll give him that. He had a good match at SummerSlam, he had a good performance, but I just don't like him. Like, no offense to Logan Paul, but I just don't really like him. Alright, not doing too badly here. Oh god, and I jinxed it. Yes, give me that. Invincibility, come on. Yeah, this turn coming up here, I don't really like this turn. Yeah, this turn, you do not jump up here, right? Because that'll cause you to just go flying up over the wall and you'll end up. But yeah, Logan won, which, you know what, fair enough. You know what, fair enough. I'll give him the SummerSlam match, but I still don't really like him. Like, he's a good athlete, I'll give him that. He's a good athlete. But yeah, I mean, the match itself was decent. The match itself was good. And fair play to The Miz for putting him over, because Logan actually did like a frog splash through the table, which I actually wasn't expecting. I really should have kept that. Haha! Let's see if I can get a good finish here. Right, don't press the L1 button to jump here, because you'll just end up going flying and you'll go off track and miss the turn. Come on. Come on, fourth. Third, come on, third. Second. Right at the finish. Yes. Oh, what a finish. Oh, what a finish. I'm still top of the leaderboard. Still top of the leaderboard. Yeah, if you're gonna play this, play it on Drift or what's the other one? Balanced. That's the ones that are, well, you can't really win on Balanced. You can get top 3 just about. But yeah, acceleration is kind of basically impossible. I think I'm playing on Drift at the minute. Yeah, stick to Drift. It's the most fun. Like, this game is see you later. What? Challenge completed. Does that overtake someone at the finish line? I'm assuming that is. But yeah, up next at SummerSlam we had, I can't actually remember. Like the next, the pay-per-view was that good. I sat down literally the next day and watched almost the whole thing again. That's how good it was. I'll get to Roman and Brock soon, because that was, dear lord, that match. There was other stuff, like, I can't actually remember. There was a tag team title match with the Usos and the Street Profits with Jeff Jarrett as the referee for some reason. I mean, he did a good job. Match was solid. Yeah, Usos won. I mean, it's Usos and the Street Profits. Of course it's going to be good. And yeah, speaking of Rhea Ripley, or whatever, the Judgment Day and all that, they had a match at SummerSlam as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the match itself was good. Oh, Cortex Castle. Yeah, I'm not huge on Cortex Castle. What the hell? Was that a picture of Cortex from Crack to Insanity in the Coco wig? Yeah, I'm not very good at Cortex Castle. I've just never been very good at it. Give me those. I think you try not to drift on it too much. Yeah, because that happens, you end up going off track. I'm not very good at this track, really. But yeah, they had a match at SummerSlam. The match was solid, but Edge returned. Which I'm really glad I watched SummerSlam live. It's one of my favourite pay-per-views I've ever saw live, to be honest. Like, seeing Dakota Kai and Io Shirai show up live, which literally I was not expecting at all. I actually watched her along with, I think, Shayna Baszler and Jessamine Duke. If you know the channel Up Up Down Down, they're like, what is it called? The BRE Start, or Best Roommates Ever. They're good, they make good, they're good. They make good videos. And Shayna actually has a good channel. She does like MMA, like tutorials and stuff. And like funny dog videos. Good channel. I think Dakota does like streams and all. You can actually find a load of her streams on YouTube. Like people like upload her streams and like highlights and all that stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to see what this stable does, because like on Raw they showed up basically called Chaos. And yeah, you can tell I'm really not very good at this track. I think on this game, like how many Wumper Fruit you get like, it determines how fast your cart goes. Like if you get like, oh, come on. Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, there's spider webs everywhere. Cortex Castle is okay, but I'm just not very good at it. I don't like how square it is. There's too many like, oh god, yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Make that jump. Yeah, there's a shortcut there that I can't really get. Ah, come on, I was about to get that. How did I avoid that? How the hell did I avoid that? What? Did you see that? Yeah, Roman and Brock. That match. Roman and Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock lost. Thank God. Like, I think Triple H, even Triple H would probably realize that Brock Lesnar, like, he's good. He genuinely has good matches, but he just doesn't show up. Literally, like he just doesn't show up, like, at all. Like, he has a good character, and he's entertaining and all that, but again, he just doesn't bother showing up half the time. Like, he could lose at a pay-per-view and then just not bother to show up for like the next 3 months. Until like SummerSlam or something. Which is just, like, but yeah, the match itself, good lord. Absolute chaos. Like, they not only battered each other, Brock drove to the ring in a tractor, which was chaotic enough. Then I'm not even kidding, he lifted the ring with the tractor. Like, he put the digger thing under the ring, and then pushed it forward, and then lifted the ring up. Like, literal chaos. Like, he actually lifted the ring, and Roman went flying backwards out of the ring, which was actually quite funny. Like, imagine getting front row tickets to SummerSlam, and spending the last 5 minutes of the main event staring at the underside of the ring. I mean, Roman won, thankfully, and Michael Cole during that match was, and especially during the Pat McAfee match, was amazing. Michael Cole was amazing. Like, he actually yelled at one point when Brock went down, when Roman was like just wrecking him at this point. But Brock actually F5 Paul Heyman through the announce table as well. Like, Paul Heyman just stood up to him and started yelling at him, and then Brock just lifted him and chucked him through the announce table. Which, considering Paul is like 56, 57 years old, that really surprised me. The Usos then super kicked him, and then Roman just took over, just destroyed him. And then Michael Cole actually made it terrifying. Like, he actually built Brock up as like some unbeatable monster. Like, he actually yelled at one point, "For the love of God, count faster." And, like, yelling, "What is this man made of?" Like, Michael Cole made that match amazing. What other matches were there at SummerSlam? There was Pat McAfee and Corbin, the Street Profits and the Usos, Roman, Brock. Oh yeah, there was a SmackDown Women's title match with Liv and Ronda Rousey. This actually had to get cut for time due to, you know, once again, too many commercials. Like, seriously, like, the one thing I don't like about watching pay-per-views live is there's just commercials everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, literally, after every match you get like 3 to 4 minutes of commercials. Like, it's seriously. Knock it off with the commercials already. There was Lashley and Theory for the US title, which obviously Lashley was going to win that. Theory also came out before the main, during the main event to try to cash in, and then Brock just said nope and just F5'd him. Like, maybe Triple H just doesn't like Austin Theory. Like, the guy's talented, he's good, but you can't just build him up like 6 months. Like, you can't just bring him in at like 6 months before WrestleMania and then like a year later he's world champion. Like, you have to build him up for a couple of years. You can't just bring him in 6 months later and just give him a world title. Yeah, so Edge came back at SummerSlam. Oh, God. What is it with missiles in this? Like, seriously. But yeah, SummerSlam was absolute chaos, and the Raw afterwards was, like, nuts. Like, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai, I forgot to mention, Io Shirai is now called Io Sky, which her nickname is, like, the Genius of the Sky, so I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, if the name makes sense with their old name, apart from just, unless you're Vince just randomly changing everyone's names for absolutely no reason, like repackaging everyone for no reason, like he would probably, if he was in charge after SummerSlam, he probably would have repackaged Brock as Farm Boy or something, literally. Like, genuinely changing his name to Farm Boy, again, Farm Boy, and making him talk in a Texas accent or something. Which, to be fair, Brock probably would have made that entertaining. I mean, I personally don't really like Brock Lesnar, but I kind of bet he is entertaining. Like, his matches are usually, like, one of my favorite SummerSlam matches ever is him versus Seth Rollins in 2019. I mean, yeah, mainly because Seth won the title, which I was just like, anytime I watched the Brock Lesnar title match, I was rooting for the other guy to just get the title off him. Like, literally, just get the title off of Lesnar. I do not care. Like, I really did not care who beat Lesnar. Like, Hornswoggle could have taken the title off him and I would have been happy with it. Literally, I would not have cared. Yeah, Raw afterwards was really good. The only thing I can really remember is like the Io Sky, Bayley and Dakota Kai stuff. Because like they showed up, I think, in the middle of a match between Alexa Bliss and Asuka and just attacked everybody. And then who came? I think Bianca came out, and then... Okay, how long do you want to target me for? Like, seriously? Again? How am I sixth? You know what? If we finish third, I will take that. I will happily take that. Yeah, I'm not very good at drifting on this course. This course is fun once you know what you're doing. Ah, yes, a Nitro crate. I probably should have kept that. Right over the box, really. Like, Triple H actually knows what he's doing with, like, the creative and stuff. As soon as I heard Vince had retired, I'm like, right, just put Triple H in charge of creative. And then that's what they did. They put Triple H in charge of creative, which I was really happy with. I actually full on celebrated when I saw that news. Because like Vince's creative is okay, but he's just kind of repetitive. Like under Vince, Raw is just under Vince for a while in 2021. Raw was just rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch. Like genuinely, Raw was just rematch after rematch after rematch, and eventually it just got boring. Right, come on. Okay, you know what? Fourth. No. You are not taking this off me. You know what? Fifth. Fine, that'll do. Anyway, but yeah, Raw, WWE has been really good the last 2 weeks. Like, it's been that chaotic. I cannot believe that Triple H took over not even 2 weeks ago. It's been that chaotic. But yeah, we'll see the cup animation. I came second in the cup, which isn't too bad. I mean, second's not that bad. Crate breaker. What's that? No. Anyway, what other stuff was there? I actually can't remember what other stuff there was. And also, at the next pay-per-view, Clash of the Castle, their first UK pay-per-view in 30 years, by the way. The last one was SummerSlam 92. They're having Drew versus Roman for the title. I hope that's the moment that Drew dethrones Roman, because I am getting a little bit tired. Like, I like Roman Reigns, but he's been champion since, I'm not even kidding, August 31st, 2020. Like, the end of August 2020 is when he won the title. And one thing I don't get here, right? Why did the people who got third and second look depressed just because they didn't win? Like, how can you not be happy with second place? Like, seriously, how can you not be happy with second place? Like, seriously. Anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about there. But yeah, I hope Drew dethrones Roman in their title match, because I'm getting like, Roman has been champion since like August 2020. Like, it is kind of getting a little bit stale. Plus, add to that the fact that after WrestleMania, he didn't bother to defend the title until SummerSlam. Like 3 months later. I think he injured his arm at WrestleMania, so that's probably why. But 3 months without defending the title, like, seriously? Really? Anyway, guys, that's been another gameplay vlog. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.